channel. So today I decided to do this St. Patty's Day inspired green eyeshadow cut crease. It is a bit out of my comfort zone as I don't really play with colorful shadows on a daily basis, but I couldn't help be inspired by all of the green that's going to be coming up with St. Patrick's Day approaching. So I wanted to create for you guys a fun green eyeshadow look that maybe you can wear on a night out on St. Patrick's Day, or just even on any day that you want to wear green eyeshadow. So if you want to see how I got this emerald cut crease look, then please keep on watching. Okay guys, so let's get started on this green St. Patty's Day inspired look. I'm going to be using this ColourPop and Iluvsarahii Through My Eyes eyeshadow palette. Even the palette color is green, which is appropriate for the look that we're going to be doing today. And this palette has a couple of beautiful emerald colors that I'm really excited to play with. I'm going to be using the shade Wild Soul for the transition. I'm using a Morphe and Jaclyn Hill JH34 brush for this. And let's begin by placing that color right in the crease. Transition shades are really important, especially when you're playing with color, because you really want everything to blend out seamlessly. So even if you think that this won't really go good with a green look, trust me, this yellowy shade will really balance out those green tones and just make it look more blended in the eye. We're going to go in with this beautiful green shade Moody with a thinner blending brush. This is the Zoeva 221 Soft Crease Brush. Since I already have the rest of my face makeup on, I am going to be using that darker green shade and there will be some fallout. So a trick is to use a translucent powder before you go in with those darker shades. So then if there is fallout, you can just brush it off after and it won't stick to the under eyes. So the last thing you want is green eyeshadow all in your under eyes and you don't want to ruin your makeup look. So I'm just going to go in with some of this RCMA translucent powder and pack it on my under eyes. Now you want to heavily pack it on because you want to be able to just brush off the excess if you get fallout. Okay, so I know it looks crazy, but once we are done with the eyeshadow, we can just brush it all off and none of the eyeshadow will stick to the eyes. So now we're gonna go in with that shade Moody, which is a beautiful deep emerald green color. We're gonna just pack that in the crease. You wanna always be careful when you're using green eyeshadow because it's not that forgiving if you make a mistake. So I just want to make sure that I don't go too high up, especially because I do have small eyelids, so I just want to make sure I keep it pretty packed on the lower crease, because that's when things can start looking a bit crazy, and I've definitely been there. I've had to restart so many green eyeshadow looks because they've just gotten a bit out of hand. So just be careful if you're using a green eyeshadow. Work slowly and slowly just build it up and blend. And as you can see, I'm not really blending too much. I'm just making sure that it's packed in the crease because we're going to go back with that shade Wild Soul, that warm mustardy yellow color, and we're going to just try to blend that green out a bit more. So I'm going to go back in with that JH34 brush from Morphe and back into that yellow color, Wild Soul. Okay, so that beautiful mustardy yellow is just making sure that the green is nice and blended and there's no harsh lines. Okay guys, so we are all blended out and now we're going to work on the lid color, and I definitely want to use this gorgeous Emerald Dream metallic color. So before I dip into that shade, I'm going to create a cut crease with concealer. I like to use the ColourPop No Filter Concealer in the shade Fair 00. I'm going to put some of that onto this flat concealer brush. And now we are going to start carving out the crease. You know what? I kind of want to actually make this a bit more dramatic. So I'm going to just create almost like a cat eye with this concealer. I'm just bringing it along the outer edges to extend this cut crease. So now that we have that cut crease lightly outlined, we are going to go in with this NYX glitter primer and we're going to just place that all along the lids. This primer will just help that metallic shade really just stick to the eyes. So to pack that on the lids, I used the Morphe JH41 brush, and I'm going to use this brush also to pack on that Emerald Dream shade. before we continue, let's just start wiping off all of this excess powder and fallout that we have. Just gonna go in with this wet wipe and just try to clean the edges a bit. Okay, so we're going to finish off this eye look by doing a wing liner. I'm going to be using this new ColourPop liquid liner. This is just their black shade, and it's called Numero Uno. You can see we're kind of just extending that cat eye that we've already created with that green eyeshadow, and now we're just extending it with the black. I'm not quite sure how I feel about these ColourPop liquid liners. The black one is very pigmented, but I just wish that more came out in the brush. It tugs a bit on the eyelids, which is not that great, but it is super pigmented and long lasting, which is the good thing. I just wish that maybe it didn't tug as much and a bit more product came out. Okay, so we have our liner on, and I just cleaned up the edges a bit with some concealer just to make sure that we have a nice clean line and it doesn't look messy. Okay, so now to finish the lower lash line, we're going to go in with that same matte green color called Moody. Slowly buff that into the lower lash line. And I'm using a Morphe E36 little pencil brush for that. And we're going to just smoke out that green color with that beautiful mustard shade. Okay, now to line the waterline, I'm going to use this ColourPop Cream Gel Liner in the shade Zulu. Now I think to tie everything together, I want to use a nice gold shade on the inner corners of the eyes, and I'm going to dip into that shade Mesmerize on this little flat packer brush. The same brush, I'm going to go in with this more golden shade called Lucido, and we're just going to lighten that inner corner a little bit. Okay, so now I'm going to put this beautiful Teal mascara by ColourPop on the lower lash line. This is called Kiss in Teal. I'm just going to put their black on black mascara on my top lashes. Okay, now to complete the look, I do love myself some lashes, so I'm going to be popping on this beautiful wispy pair of false lashes that I got off of eBay. And you don't have to put on lashes, but I just find that it helps complete the eye makeup look. And for me, I just love wearing lashes. But of course, if you're not comfortable, don't even bother putting them on. So there you have it, guys. That is my completed green eyeshadow cut crease look. I hope you guys like the way it turned out. I really do love it. And it honestly inspires me to wear some green eyeshadows more often. So maybe I will rock this look on St. Patty's Day. I will leave all the products that I used in this video in the description box down below, as well as my lip color. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. And also, if you're not following me on Instagram, my handle is @JuliasAllure. Instagram is where I post a lot of makeup looks and also some product swatches and reviews. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye! You're gonna look crazy at the mall. I know, like I'm so green. Happy St. Patty's Day from Luna!
This palette is green too, did you mention
I know,
that?
I did.
Woo!
Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more videos like this.
And please give me a thumbs up.
And please give me a thumbs up on the way out. And have a great St. Patrick's Day. And have a great St. Patrick's Day for whoever is celebrating.